Respect, Twitter is a fucking fire. Shouts to Bull Blacks. Bull Blacks? Or Bull Blocks? He's a good YouTuber. Let's get it.
Look, for several hours now I have been told from credible sources the reason Dr. Disrespect has been banned. However, due to the importance and severity around the topic, I have refrained from going on it. I don't feel comfortable with it currently. For the last 4 years, this tweet from Slasher has been living rent-free in the minds of Dr. Disrespect's fanbase. But after 4 years, we finally have some sort of explanation on why Dr. Disrespect might have gotten banned, despite being in the middle of an exclusivity contract with Twitch. We find this out when ex-Twitch employee Cody Connors tweets out, he got banned because he got caught sexting a minor in the then existing Twitch Whispers product. He was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon. The powers that could be read in plain text.
See, I like how he said he was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon, which he says he was sexting a minor in the extended Twitch Whispers product. Huh? So this is basically a Twitch chat. So a Twitch conversation chat. How the fuck did that happen? Honestly, how did that happen? That don't make any sense, but alright, let's continue.
Closed, gang. No one made the wrong decision. Fuck him and his boys. Shads responds by saying, "This is one hell of a statement. I hope receipts are brought forward. If this is true, then there are a lot of heads that need to roll. If this isn't, then you just destroyed your credibility forever." Hooks says, "We need sources and more information." Like who? Madame Savvy responds by saying, "Is there any way this can be verified? It's been years since it happened, and it is a little concerning Twitch wouldn't make a statement like this, because if it was the case, wouldn't you want to protect other people?"
Actually, if it happened 7 years ago, and even in Twitch's eyes, if nothing happened and nothing came from it, that's different. Yes, this happened a long time ago, but if nothing came from it legally, nothing came from it like, oh, he was out here sexting, and if he was sexting and said something inappropriate maybe once, that nigga look bad. But now you gotta think about it. Even if it happened so long ago, 7 years ago, it's said and done. What are we gonna do about it? We could hold the motherfucker accountable for 7 years ago. Yes, we can. I'm not saying you can't. It's up to you. But personally, I don't know this nigga. This nigga ain't my friend. This nigga ain't my fucking homeboy. I don't give a fuck. Cause I'm gonna move on after this. Fuck you, Doc. You did something stupid, nigga. Deal with that. La 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 la. Fuck you, nigga. It just is what it is at that point. But she's got a point. It happened so long ago. How come Twitch didn't come out and say something? How come Twitch didn't do this? Because in 2020, Twitch cut this nigga and got him off the platform, but they didn't uphold their contract. That made them look bad. Let's continue.
People and let them know? Or is it because of the contracts around privacy? Were the DMs ever given to law enforcement? Was a report ever filed? There is a pattern of behavior that doesn't make it surprising he was sexting, but bringing a minor into it makes it hella concerning. Wacky Jackie 101 says, "Imagine just accepting this as facts with zero evidence. Applying
Yeah, I get it. We all want evidence. I'm gonna be real with you. I want to know what the fuck y'all were talking about in them chat logs. Because let's be honest, if this man was saying some ridiculous shit in the chat, show you just a 1-2 combo. Like, what are we talking about here? Let's go.
Critical thinking is hard, but let's try. What is the motive of Cody here? Where is the evidence to corroborate this allegation? Without data, you are just a person with an...
At the end of the day, he's got a point. You can't just come out and say this without evidence. Even though Doc did come out and speak his truth, like, hey, I was texting this person, this and this happened, but it didn't get any seriouser than this. I didn't meet up with them. I didn't send back and forth messages. I did say something inappropriate one time, but I walked it back and that's it. That's why he slept with that 24-year-old at TwitchCon. Let's continue.
An opinion. I'm not going to take a tweet like this as factual, with zero corroborating evidence, when the consequence is literally ruining another person's career/life. But internet will do what internet does. CBAD says, "Hey Doc, I heard you like him young." Oh, Dash says, "You can't just say this with no evidence posted." Bebop quote tweets Cody with this TikTok and the caption, "This video is always perfect for when content creator predators get exposed."
Bro, Jeff, I can't believe you did it. All your blood, your sweat, your tears, your hard work, the sleepless nights of grinding content creation, and you finally blew up. You're finally making a difference for your loved ones and those around you, man. How does that feel? Not gonna lie, I am deeply in love with kids.
Oh my god. What the fuck is going on? It's like the smiling friend shit where he's like, I love kids, Charlie, I love kids. I was like, nigga, that's crazy. That's crazy. Let's continue.
This nigga serious?
Scootish quote tweets Cody with this image of Drake and Dr. Disrespect grasping hands in agreement over a minor. Slushy shares this gif with the caption, Dr. Disrespect when he sees his wife. He prefers other women and children. Deeks quote tweets Cody and says, a random Saturday in 2024. Nobody. Cody to Dr. Disrespect.
I heard that you a pedophile. You touch little boys and girls.
Icarus Bath quote
Yo, I can't.
tweets Cody and says, I mean, Dan can't stream, already leaked this forever ago. Keep up, people.
Or over 2-decade-long
just
career.
please
Surely
tell us.
my word
Well,
carries
Dan,
weight.
it's been a long time.
Please tell us.
Yeah, it's been a long
It's so
time.
long that the person involved is probably okay now.
Yeah. My memory is really bad because this was like 2 years ago.
See,
and
I like Destiny. Destiny is like, yo, tell us what's happening because the person involved is probably okay now because it's been so fucking long. Shouts to Destiny.
Outpost buying a minicopter, and I remember someone saying Doctor's Disrespect got banned from Twitch because he was messaging underage girls on Twitch.
Why he said that?
Wait, what?
That's not it.
We're about to learn all about the DMCA
What
process
the
now. Through
That's what I'm saying. What I heard in
Why did he
Rust.
say that? Why did he say that?
He must have heard it.
Am I not allowed to say what I heard in Rust?
His
Dan, that's insane.
His crew
what
on
you just
Rust
said.
is
That's
a while.
insane. If I'm the doc, I'm suing you right now.
I would actually sue you.
Well,
Puns and Buns says, Doc was more worried about pronouns in bio than age in bio, I guess. Neb's Good Takes quote tweets Cody and says, yet another transphobe who wants to protect kids that turns out to be a pedophile.
Damn. Damn. God damn. Damn. They just shot this nigga. Oh shit. They just came out and just said, die, bitch. Die. Oh my god. They killed this motherfucker. Oh my god. That is damn.
They then share two tweets. This first one is of Dr. Disrespect quote tweeting someone called Thana, who said, Dr. Disrespect was rejected a Starfield sponsorship due to his recent transphobia, and he got triggered on stream because the head of Bethesda Publishing has pronouns in his bio. These guys wouldn't survive Modern Warfare 2 lobbies if pronouns trigger them. Dr. Disrespect responded by saying, some of these poor young people are just depressed, no life experience and completely misdirected by the internet. Look at my words being taken out of context here. Their insecurities are obvious. Politics should stay out of the video game industry entirely, along with people like this. And then
He got a point. He got a point. Because honestly, you want to be political, you can be political. Video games have their own style of politics because there's maybe in the video game, but that's another conversation. Let's continue.
the second Dr. Disrespect tweet they show is him saying, Activision pushing water bongs, marijuana, get high levels, drugs, and $100 camos on gamers. But they removed Nick Merck's skin for him saying, leave the kids alone. Activision is ran by a bunch of idiots. Biggest suit and tie phonies in the industry.
I'm like, that's him sticking up for Nick Merckx because he's like, yo, you guys are pushing this, and this. Those are two separate type of things. I feel like people are grasping at straws with that argument, which I'm like, I don't know if Activision was doing that because Whatever.
OmniXRP quote tweets Cody and says, I hope Dr. Disrespect sues the fuck out of you. Jake Lucky quote tweets Cody and says, a former Twitch employee has come forward and stated the alleged reason for Dr. Disrespect's permanent Twitch ban being for sexting a minor in the previous Twitch Whispers product. Dr. Disrespect then comments on these allegations for the first time in response to Jake Lucky's tweet by saying, Jake, seriously, I get it. It's a hot topic, but this has been settled. No wrongdoing was acknowledged, and they paid out the whole contract.
Which what sucks is he says no wrongdoing was acknowledged.
Connor Eats Pants responds by saying, no wrongdoing was acknowledged. This motherfucker did that shit. Radstad says, I feel like it's way easier
This motherfucker did that shit is crazy.
to just say, none of this is true actually. Like genuinely, why are you tiptoeing around legal jargon to make a statement this meaningless? Ethan Price says, I'm gonna need a stronger statement than that after the allegation.
I'm like, it's legal jargon, but he still came out and said shit. People are just mad how he said it. But I get them. I get them.
Commander Carl says, I don't think you are doing yourself any favors with this response, lol. Ciara says, no wrongdoing got paid by the way is...
I'm like, if you go to Sierra's, it's... Hold on, time out. I'm about to go to Sierra's Twitter right now. I bet money there's something I shouldn't be seeing on her Twitter. Time out, Sierra. I'ma look you up in a second and see some shit I should not see. Hold on, Sierra. I bet money if I go on your account and see some shit I shouldn't see, I'm gonna be roasting your ass. Let's see what's here. Let's go to her media. Let's go to media. Let's see what she got. I'm sitting in the bed, cleavage out, boobs out. Let's see, we got some naughty photos. Okay, Sierra. Sierra wants to play the game of stupid, but you know, you out here, you one of the tank top streamers, girl. You one of the tank top streamers. Boob cleavage out every day. Let's stop playing the game. I'm calling it how I see it because it's all over her Twitter. And I bet maybe $5 if I go up and I click Linktree. She has a Fansly. I'm not taking her serious. She got a Fansly. Let's move on.
Is crazy. Big Mike says, so you did leave the kids alone, right? Miller Ross says, they are calling you Dr. Diddle's kids. I don't know if you saw that.
What the fuck? Dr. Diddle's kids is crazy.
Danielle says, no wrongdoing was acknowledged. Does not mean no wrongdoing occurred. Sinozik says, Dr. Drake respect. Big Boss
Damn.
quote tweets Dr. Disrespect with the picture of him in front of lines from Drake the Heart Part 6 that say, if I was fucking young girls, I'd promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for this shit you just suggested. Booyah quote tweet.
God damn. God. Yo, that's crazy. They just I'm never in my life. Niggas is just, I'm stepping on your ass, stepping on your ass, stepping on your ass, stepping on your ass, stepping on. They're just stepping on this nigga. I can't.
Tweets Dr. Disrespect.
But I will.
And says, no wrongdoing was acknowledged is a way for parties to resolve disputes without admitting liability or fault, preserving your legal and reputational standing. Yeah, I'm believing the allegations now, laughing my ass off. This was a horrible response. Epos Vox says, holy fucking shit.
How was it a horrible response? The nigga responded and he commented and didn't respond, but he commented to something. I don't know. Niggas is tapping me out.
This is basically first party confirmation. He's not saying he didn't do the thing. He's saying Twitch admitted fault for breaking contract, which they did, and paid him. They broke it over good morals. He
Okay.
only cares about the money. Just to be clear, if you stand accused of engaging in affairs with a minor, and you didn't, the first and only statement you give in your initial response is to say, without a doubt, you didn't do it.
But he's responding to a fucking comment. What are we talking about right now?
Anyone who does otherwise is guilty virtually every time. I don't know how you can possibly see the accusations and see a response of, come on man, I got paid my whole contract, and think anything other than he's guilty. Holy fuck, some of y'all are blowing my low expectations of humanity out of the water. Block, 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 block. Liv quote tweets Dr. Disrespect and says, Dr. Disrespect, this is your lawyer speaking. I am advising you to keep posting. JR Aubrey responds to Dr. Disrespect by saying, what the fuck kind of response is this? Chris Raygun quote tweets Dr. Disrespect with this image of Patrick saying, wee woo wee woo.
Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. SpongeBob, SpongeBob, wee woo, wee woo. Fucking kid. I can't.
After all of this, Dr. Disrespect tweets out another response where he says, listen, I'm obviously tied to legal obligations from the settlement with Twitch, but I just need to say what I can say since this is the fucking internet. I didn't do anything wrong. All of this has been probed and settled. Nothing illegal. No wrongdoing was found, and I was paid. Elden Ring Monday. Ghost Salsa responds, crazy how shit used to be innocent until proven guilty, but now it's guilty until proven innocent. The Quartering responds with this gif in the caption, anyone who believed the claims. Spicy Chicken says, I stand with Doc. Mike McCarthy says, defamations lawsuits coming? Bearded Gamer says, we got you, Doc. Some nerd on his way out at Twitch just needed something to put in his useless resume in hopes he can get enough clout that Burger King will interview him. Poor Cody. Vyth then quote tweets Dr. Disrespect with the picture of a guy holding up a sign saying, I'm not a pedophile. Denim's quote
That is fucking crazy. That is crazy.
Tweets Dr. Disrespect and says, interesting that no wrongdoing was found, yet you received a lifetime ban from Twitch. Casey
I'm like, because Casey Tron, I heard a lot about her. It's just because Twitch doesn't want to deal with that. They don't want the backlash. It happened on their platform, so they don't want to take fault and liability. And they cut him from the contract, so they're like, we're cutting you from the contract and we don't give a fuck about you no more. You did something stupid. Obviously, Twitch is going to value their bottom dollar, which they still ended up paying him after they cut him unceremoniously, not waiting for his contract to end and be respectful towards it, even though something happened on their platform that they're buzzed about. That's it.
Casey Tron says, all the people asking for evidence are coping so hard. If you think Twitch banned one of their top streamers for no reason with no evidence of his wrongdoings, you are a moron. Leave it to the gamer bros always yapping about protecting children to defend a pedophile.
See, that's where she draws the line. I get it, and I think a lot of people should draw the line. If Doc is a pedophile, a known pedophile, this motherfucker has been booted. One thing he mentioned is the conversations skewed inappropriately. You should have never opened up your mouth and said that, nigga. You should have never did that. Continue. But yeah.
I cannot believe all the defense running from other.
But does that make him a pedophile if nothing else happened after that? That's up to people to assume at this point. It is. Because right now we don't know those chat logs. We don't know the person that it happened to. We know nothing about this. So moving forward.
They're disgusting men. Actually, I can. The hypocrisy of it all is truly remarkable. Holy fuck. I hate this incel-infested industry so fucking much. Tattle Turtle responds, where's the evidence, you pedophile? You were calling me a pedophile with zero evidence, while defending a man from pedophilia accusations, who's had multiple...
I'm like, if he multiple claims is maybe like one or two claims, right? But at the same time, somebody calling you a pedophile because they don't have evidence is basically what you're doing. You're calling him a pedophile. At this point, he didn't touch anybody. He didn't sexually assault anybody. He didn't send any explicit photos to anybody. He didn't do anything explicitly as those pedophiles do. So he's not a pedophile. He was talking to a kid, a conversation may have led inappropriate, but it's kind of, what does that conversation lead to? How inappropriate was that conversation? That's probably it. Does that make him a pedophile? Once again, that's up to you to decide. I can't really say, yeah, he's a pedophile. But I can also say he's dumb. He's a stupid idiot. But other than that, what's the scale of inappropriate? We have to weigh that. But you can't just outright say, oh, he's a pedophile. Relax. Unless he's going out there to, he's out there on the... God, let's continue.
Multiple substantive claims made about him. Remy responds, shit, like 40 people called you a pedophile. Has to be true at this point. Endure responds to Casey Tron by saying, the evidence is Twitch not reporting it to the police. It's literally illegal for them not to if it happened. Also,
I'm like, it is illegal for them not to report it, but then if there was no crime committed, they obviously can't report it because there was no crime committed. If there's wrongdoing, and he brought up wrongdoing in conversations, but the conversations did not lead there, Twitch was like, all right, cool, so we're just going to terminate you just without haste, and they feel like they didn't have to pay him until they realize they violated their own contract. Other than that, if Twitch found out and other people knew, that means y'all niggas is the same. It's the same shit with the Vic Miana situation. I said this about, if the voice actors knew about his career, about his wrongdoings, if other people knew about this shit, people let this slide for so fucking long that you are the people that put other people in danger. That doesn't make any sense. That's my problem. If Twitch knew about this, they removed him from the platform indefinitely, but they didn't tell nobody why. And rumors went circulating just because Twitch was trying to keep shit on the DL. But when niggas lost their jobs, they're like, well, he's the pedophile. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. But let's move forward.
they agreed to settle, so they are colluding and keeping it quiet if it happened. Doc sued them, fully knowing what would come out in discovery. Casey Tron responds, how do you know that it wasn't reported to the police? Like, you are operating off the assumption that the public knows everything.
We're operating off the assumption that they didn't report it or they did report it. We're operating on all assumptions at this fucking point. What is this bitch talking about? We're operating on so many assumptions right now. That's the problem.
About an extremely private case with multiple lawyers involved to protect the reputation of both parties. Comment Cop shares the interaction between Turtle and Casey where Turtle called her a pedo and captions it by saying, accusations are evidence. Gets accused. You are accusing me with no evidence? Nicholas Diorio responds, God, she is so brain dead, laughing my ass off. Moozone says, Twitch was banning people for being right-wing or off-platform things in 2019 and 2020. I'm gonna hold out for solid evidence. Brandon shares this tweet from Dr. Disrespect's friend Nick Merckx, where he said, they should leave little children alone. That's the real issue. Brandon then comments on this by saying, Nick Merckx, my man, are you gonna tell your good friend to leave little children alone? Hit responds by saying, are you actually coming at someone for saying kids should be left alone? What is the point of this? Brandon responds, his thought process actually contributes to child deaths. Nick Merckx
Child deaths? What are you talking about?
then responds to everything in this Twitter.
I feel sorry for a lot of these creators because you got a platform, but you can never open your mouth and say your own opinion. I feel like as a creator myself, if I can't never open my mouth and say my opinions and say what I gotta say, motherfuckers will it just be like this. I feel like that's why you should just play video games, have zero opinions, and call it a day. Straight up.
Video.
Yo, checking in. Look, I open Twitter. Bunch of my mentions are he, they, she, hey, they, fucking. I identify as a helicopter. God damn it.
What?
And I seen the couple tweets about the doc. I'm as taken back as a lot of you guys are, okay? But the fact remains that these are some crazy accusations. Crazy. Big time accusations. And until we know more, until we know them as fact, until they've been proven with evidence, what are we talking about? What's anybody talking about? As far as the leave the little kids alone stuff, this doesn't make it any further from...
Is a healer.
Oh my God.
Leave little children out of your shit. Have a nice day.
Schmuck responds by saying, I just realized bro doesn't have a neck. Son Broku says, he really thought he ate with that helicopter line. Dark Cobra says, you didn't need proof that kids were being transified or turned gay on a large scale, so why need proof on Doc? Different standards for people not on your side? Coyote Jack says, Doc left Twitch 4 years ago. If these accusations are true, it would have came out long before now. I'm sorry, but some unknown person on Twitter better bring receipts if they are gonna be making an accusation like that. Until receipts come out, Doc is innocent. Osh quote tweets Nick Merckx and says, best friend gets accused of something serious. Makes fun of people with pronouns. Everyone. Attack helicopter joke in Big 2024. Says, keep the kids out of your shit. In the same breath as defending someone accused of being a pedo. You might be...
I'm like, he responded to his comments and said, let's wait for more evidence, but keep the kids out of the bullshit. He still stands on he's still standing on big business to keep kids out the bullshit. That's what he's saying. Now to the whole Dr. Disrespect situation, until more comes out, niggas will make their opinions. I said the same shit about the whole Vic Mignogna stuff. A lot of people, if something comes out and it's true, people will walk back everything they said and be like, hey, look, I took the man's side, but real evidence came through. No real evidence came through on shit. People still took man's side. That's how it is. Because people didn't find or see the evidence as proof enough to destroy someone's career. When it comes to Dr. Disrespect, even though he opened his fucking yapper, there's a problem. Let's continue.
Be the dumbest fucking human alive. Frost Prime quote tweets Nick Merckx and says, defends pedos on Kick that he works for. Defends pedo friend. Wants to protect kids from trans people. Bozonomics master's degree. Pilgrim quote tweets Nick Merckx and says, here's what you would look like if you were black or Chinese. Casey Tron responds to Nick Merckx by saying, since Nick Merckx has so many blocked, here's this video he posted in regards to Dr. Disrespect. He defends him and demands more evidence. If Twitch banning one of the most popular streamers on the platform out of nowhere isn't enough evidence for you,
I'm like, banning him is not evidence. They just banned him because they found something on their end. Fine. Now, I wouldn't take that as evidence. I take that as Twitch making an executive decision to say, well, Doc, we've heard some rumors and some whispers, and we see some chat logs, but, you know, these look kind of crazy. What the fuck? So personally, that's up to him. Personally.
You are cooked. Hypocrites. Daddy Jake responds, protect kids, unless they are from Nick's pedophile friends. Starfish Juniper says, Nick Merckx,
damn.
Trans people need to leave kids alone. Also Nick Merckx, I just need more evidence about the specific guy I like. You know? Fizz Sama says, attack helicopters. It's been over a decade and they still only have one joke.
I'm like, listen, if you call yourself they, them, she, he, bro, come on. Attack helicopter sounds funny. I would literally identify as an attack helicopter because what are you going to do? I'm an attack helicopter. You can't stop me. I'm just going to slap the shit out of you. Come on. It's funny, but it's a rude, crude joke. That's it.
Tipster quote tweets.
But he only says it to get under people's skin because he knows it's going to make people mad. He knows it's bait. You're going to fall for it.
Casey Tronin says, of course this meathead's response had to include transphobic remarks. Tipster also says, people out here defending Dr. Disrespect while simultaneously parroting anti-LGBTQ plus rhetoric ain't even self-reporting at this point. They just outright telling on themselves. Yikes! And it makes sense for Tipster to say this, as he only likes to defend pedophiles who are in the LGBT community like Vosh. And if you want to learn all about that, you can check out the video on screen right now.
Damn, don't defend pedophiles in the LGBT community. And the LGBT community, get your shit straight. You got some fucking lion ass people in your communities, some dog nasty people in your communities. Fix your shit.
But moving on, another Vosh defender, Keffels, quote tweets Dina's tweet, which we mentioned earlier, of them talking about Dr. Disrespect rejecting a Starfield sponsorship, and responds to it by saying, Dr. Disrespect really said, having sex with children is fine, but I draw the line at pronouns. Psycho Cut responds to Keffels by saying, crazy that the guy who streamed a public restroom with children in it turned out to be a pedophile. Keffels
he did that by accident. People be bringing up, oh, but he went in a public restroom. He streamed it by accident. He walked in there with his set to use the bathroom and he realized, oh shit, I'm in the bathroom. It was an accident. That was a dumbfounded, stupid thing. He didn't just do it on purpose. Relax.
responds many such cases. Technically, Chris responds to her by saying, coming from the grooming champion, get off the internet, showing an old tweet from Keffels where she says, to all TERFs who might read this, I have assisted at least a dozen minors get on hormone replacement therapy, cope and seethe.
Whoa, 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 that's weird. That's weird. That's weird. That's very weird. I don't know. Whoa, that's weird. How the fuck have you helped minors get on hormone replacement therapy? How are you just that sounds weird. That sounds weird. I'm gonna call you a groomer because that sounds weird to me, but that's weird. Relax. Whoa. What the fuck? That's weird. I don't know if that's true, but that's weird. That's a weird thing to tweet out. Period. And I'm a blatant stupid motherfucker sometimes, but that is weird. Whoa.
Keffels quote tweets them and says, thank you for posting my W's. So evil of me to have once assisted teenagers setting up appointments with a local endocrinologist because their parents didn't support them.
I'm like, that's not your business. This is the problem people have a problem with, right? And I can understand it. You're helping teenagers who, whatever age you are, a grown-ass adult, and saying, oh, but their parents don't approve because that's my child. I'm not gonna let my child do something dangerous and that's irreversible for them unless they understand the cause and effect of that. As an adult who one day might have a kid, you're gonna tell me I can't tell my kids what and what not to do? I fucking damn sure will protect my kid. To make sure, look, my son, daughter in the future is like, Dad, I feel like this. I'd be like, listen, give it a year or two, come back to me and change your mind, whatever. Because they need to grow and live their lives. You helping somebody, a kid, that's weird. Personally, mind your fucking business, stay out of their business, let the parent handle that shit. Because the parent doesn't want to support the thoughts and ideology. And when you say teenager, what ages are we talking about? Because now that's just weird times 10. See, stuff like this, people are like, hey, that's weird. That's kind of weird. You're going over the parent's head and getting their kids on some type of drugs that the kids don't even know is going to affect their body in a certain way. Yes, the kid says they feel like this, and this. That's cool. But that's dangerous because then those kids are using those behind the parents' back in their house. You don't know what the backlash is going to be. That is just some dangerous shit right there. Stuff like this is very dangerous. And you could disagree with me all you want. I find it very weird the fact this person tweeted that out. Even if it's not true, fine. But if this is true, yo, weirdo, man. Just saying.
Truly depraved. Tipster responds,
If you're a parent, talk to your kids about hormone replacement therapy. Talk to your kids about transgenders, trannies. Talk to your kids about that shit. That's just it. To let them know what's going on out there. That's it. Don't be a pussy. Don't be a bitch. Just talk to your kids about these shits. If you don't know, just be a fucking parent and just have a convo with your kids. That's it. Your kid comes to you saying, Dad, I feel like this, and this. Persuade them. Sit down with them. Talk to them. And have them explain it. If they can't even explain it to you, tell them to take a while, wait, see what happens in life. Let them live their lives before you put them on some drugs at a young age. Personally, for adults. Because come on, bro, this is weird.
You mean you didn't actually make homebrew HRT in your bathtub and then sell it to children like some sort of meth-peddling drug dealer? Damn.
What?
Chris the Narc responds to Keffels' tweets by saying, hey, dumb bitch. Before you and Tipster start writing checks your mouths can't cash, remember this clearly. You sponsored a website to provide non-FDA/doctor-approved drugs to children, and you both said you don't want to get involved in drama anymore. There is no direct evidence of Doc doing anything with a minor. That has been made public. Unlike Keffels, who has a documented history of what I stated above. They have zero right to talk. Sensitive Society responds by saying, Tipster and Keffels should stop tweeting so much and go to the gym instead. Chris the Narc responds, if they serve Jack in the Box and a gram of coke, then they will go.
Damn.
Jangles says, the ignore it and it'll go away route from her is really fascinating. Ava Chris Tyson shares this clip from the Nick Merckx video and says, me every time I post on Twitter /POS.
Mentions are he, they, she, hey, they.
Nick Merckx responds to Ava Chris by saying, you should be ashamed of yourself, leaving behind your wife and child to play pretend. One day you'll wake up and realize what you've done. And this tweet from Nick Merckx did not go unanswered, as Ava Chris Tyson responded, as well as Mr. Beast, and even an ex-friend and employee of Mr. Beast, Jake the Viking. It's a lot to get.
That's a lot of shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Personally, let me see. Twitter. This Twitter shit. So, we're gonna hear from the worst man on earth, Schneeko. I like Schneeko, but Schneeko here is stupid. A lot of this shit, personally, Dr. Disrespect, before I end my stream, Dr. Disrespect stuff is kind of annoying, kind of crazy, and at this point, it's kind of like, it's left to everybody else to call him a schmetophile or not. Up to you. Let's continue the rage baiting of the videos.
Shit. Getting bit on drum. You little niggas gonna stop acting like my shit ain't the grill. Some of you niggas get your front teeth for grills. And I ain't talking about the contract.
Ain't loving these fake hoes. Room smelling like 8 switches. Room service like 2K. NBA, I'm ballin', nigga. All them niggas falling like all them niggas. Talking shit, I saw them niggas. Now they daughter want a picture. Rough, ain't it? Fuck famous.
Yeah, man.
Niggas too real, got the most haters. Wrote a story so Stephen Curry. How it feel to be golden.